Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The backcourt pair for them, Murray and Jones. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center position. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Releases from 15, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Murray. This one for 3, buries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here are the Thunder now. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
No problems knocking that one down.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now Williams, following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. Offensive rebound, the kick out to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Murray. Out left to the wing. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. 6 points for him.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't get tunnel vision with the ball. He keeps his eyes up and his options open.
Now, here's Dort. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Murray. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander from outside the arc. Pelicans with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Williamson is screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, good.
And getting a lane. Murray's so good at just finding the crack in the defense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. Hartenstein with the screen on Jones. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. Williamson against Holmgren. Williamson dishes to Murray. Back to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Goodness. I mean, we feel those science dunks shake the floor.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Murray for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So for New Orleans right now, the backcourt pair for them, Murray and Jones. Trey Murphy is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the center, filling out the middle. All free throws good from George. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Hartenstein with the screen on Jones. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
And what confidence from the big fella. Williamson runs the floor like a deer, and that assertiveness to attack. Love it.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Pelicans leading by 6. Murray kicks to Jones. Back to Murray, a 3, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Williams, a screen on Williamson. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams' shot is off. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. 1:22 left to play here in the second quarter. There's the pick. Here's Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I like to see Murray dictate the action like that inside. On the front foot, forcing the defender into a foul.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Pass to Dort. Williams with the ball. There's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Murray. Here's Messi. 36 seconds left here in the second. Basket counts. He's got 15.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Dort against Murray. Dort passes to Williams. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got 5.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Back to Murray. Williamson with a screen from Murray. To the left side wing. Jones, the pass to Murray. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And the first half is now in the books. New Orleans on top, up by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Get ready for the fan one shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about this shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Trey Murphy displaying his skills today.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard position. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Rebounded by Joe. And they're trailing by 10. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
On top, Joe. He's covered by Brown. Here's Caruso. And the 3 off target. Over to the left wing. Boston. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Boston's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Joe. He's guarded by McCollum. And that one is hammered home.
Never a bad idea
to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Williams for three. Launches it. Williams' shot is off. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. On the wing, Brown. Olynyk inside. He's against Williams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now here's Wallace. Still without a basket. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Joe. Now Williams. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Brown. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Here's McCollum. The Thunder making the shot. And Olynyk kicks to McCollum. Back to Olynyk, taken away by Williams. Here's Joe. Connects from three-point range. Joe's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
On the wing, Williams. 1:15 left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Williams has a screen for Williams. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Williams. Now here's McCollum, covered by Joe. Back to McCollum. There's a screen. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Brown. Here's Caruso. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Caruso's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pelicans lead by 8. And for 2K Sports, the fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pelicans leading by 8. So for New Orleans right now, the backcourt pair for them, Murray and Jones. Zion Williamson is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5, down low. Williamson dishes to Jones. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
So it's the Thunder now. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Williams' shot is off. New Orleans has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Messi. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Williams. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
And here are the Pelicans now after the missed three from Chet Holmgren. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson outside. No good on the three. Thunder trailing by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Knocked loose and stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. From downtown. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. To stop the run. Messi grabs the rebound. Pelicans leading by 17. Here's Murray. Outside, Jones. Pass to Messi. Now here's Williamson. Williamson, the screen. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Murray. Holmgren against Williamson. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. 4 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. Holmgren can't hit.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Thunder trailing by 19. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Sweet little floater.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by New Orleans.
And he drives in, and it's Murray with the jam. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 assists.
And once the acceleration for Murray hits you, he's gone.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for New Orleans.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeJounte Murray.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
It's stolen by Dort. For 3, Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. On the wing, Murray sinks the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Out to the right wing. There's the triple. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Williams.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But
Sacramento's starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Here's LaVine to the middle. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The kick out to Williams. Poke loose and stolen by Murray. To the inside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Outside for Murray. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ellis. From 13, Valanciunas grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Valanciunas sets a screen for LaVine. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
D8, the versatility. That is pretty special. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Williams scanning the floor. Poked away and taken away by Ellis. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. LaVine against Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Outside for Murray. And that comes off the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got 6 assists now in the game.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. LaVine finds Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Ellis. Outside, LaVine. No good on the triple. And They're trailing by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Williams. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
Valanciunas with a screen on George. Back to Ellis. Outside, Levine. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Keegan Murray getting it done for the Sacramento. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Just 3 to shoot. For 3, Holmgren. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Murray, a screen on George. Levine passes to Murray. Kick out to Levine. Here's Valanciunas. A second chance effort. On the wing, Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Body control, flair for the dramatic. Levine in style.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Ellis. Outside, Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Dort against Levine. Dort kicks to Holmgren. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Ellis outside. Levine feeling it out a bit. Again, Levine missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 6 to shoot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Outside, Levine. Into the lane. And the jam by Levine.
Boy, you do not want Levine getting all the way to the rack. Where is the rotation?
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 9 points. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And those long strides allow Holmgren to get to the rim with only 1 or 2 dribbles.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Ellis finds Levine. Now Valanciunas. We've got 1:18 left to play here. Oh!
What what a finish by Zach LaVine. Off his feet in a hurry, folks.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to George. Hartenstein with a screen on LaVine. They get the rebound. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Hartenstein.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Murray sets a screen for LaVine. Murray outside. .36 seconds left now here in the second. Murray sets a screen for LaVine. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And LaVine, here we go.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And we finished one half of basketball. The Kings on top. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
On the court for Sacramento, Trey Lyles out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Sabonis, and there's Monk, and it's LaRavia in at shooting guard. Joe can't get it to go. Kings leading now by 7. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Here's Caruso. Fires away from outside. Wallace misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Williams kicks to Wallace. Williams a screen on Crowder. Wallace dishes to Williams. Crowder against Wallace. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Williams finds Wallace. Back to Williams. Pass to Caruso. Fires from 14. That's short off the rim. Sacramento leading by 8. Monk outside. Now Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Williams a screen on Monk. Joe with it. Sabonis defending. There's Williams. Backed in off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Sabonis inside. He's guarded by Williams. Yep, that one goes in there. Sabonis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Williams passes to Williams. It's stolen by Lyles. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. Walk up two there. And now a 12-point Kings lead.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Williams, a screen on Monk. Joe passes to Caruso. Back to Joe. 5 on the clock. For 3. Cans it from downtown. Joe's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Monk kicks to Sabonis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Joe passes to Caruso. Pass to Wallace. Takes it inside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso. His three-pointers off the mark. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Sacramento leading by 11. Now Monk. No scoring in this one. And the three ball is good.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep. Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Monk for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Sacramento enjoying a 12-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at small forward. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he makes both free throws. And here are the Kings now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Outside for Murray. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
Levine wide open. Hits it from three-point range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. Lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Wide open look here for Murray. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 14 points for Keegan Murray.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Levine against Dort. Levine kicks to Murray. And another three for Sacramento.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Ellis. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 6. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Sacramento leading by 13. Outside, Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Knocks it loose. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Levine. Williams, that's good.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Ellis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City gets it back.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
On defense, the Kings. They lead by 11. Holmgren with a screen on Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Outside for Murray. Back to Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Murray sets a screen for Ellis. And the layup falls.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Williams with the ball. Outguarded by Murray. Williams against Murray. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's Levine driving the lane.
Boy, the speed at which Levine comes at you is incredible. Love to see him attack like that.
Free throw good, Levine.
At the line for the Kings, Zach Levine.
Good on both.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Levine. Thunder with the rebound. Dort with the ball. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams kicks to Holmgren. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. And all right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony.
Welcome, sport. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the 1. And for New Orleans, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. Williamson with the bucket.
Superb execution in the screen and roll. Murray cutting the pass right through the defense.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. To the paint. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Murray with it. Guarded by Valanciunas. Here's Messi. No good on the shot. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. Defended by Murray. On the wing, LaVine. And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Ellis. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, the Kings score.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Billy Green. Keegan Murray came up during our conversation, and he remarked, Murray is just a classic wing. He has length, he can shoot it, he defends well. I really like his game. And I told our team to pay extra attention to him on both ends. High praise for Murray.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Here's LaVine. And the dunk by LaVine.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect, so I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Ellis' shot is off. And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Messi. Murray deciding where to go with it. Here's Messi. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
Here's Ellis. No good on the quick 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
1:36 left in the opening quarter. 5 to shoot. Jones sets a screen. Goes up on the wing. The rebound by Murray.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Pass to Williamson. Oh, he packs it down right on top of Keegan Murray.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
To the inside.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of this game.
First team foul.
First one falls for him. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. Pass to Levine. Drops in the three. Levine's got 9.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Levine. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Williamson with a screen on Levine. Here's Murray. Valanciunas with a rebound. On the wing, Levine. Here's the three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Zion Williamson has been on display for the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Trey Murphy, and it's Messi in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And he's so dangerous with the ball. You almost have to guard Zion like that.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and he drops the first. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Out left to the wing. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Valanciunas with a screen on Jones. Levine passes to Valanciunas. Clock at 4. DeRozan for 3. Messi grabs the board. New Orleans in the lead. Lets it go from deep. Outside Jones. Pass to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
There's that athleticism we talk about with Murray, a point guard with major bounce.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Valanciunas finds Levine. Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Great screen by Levine. Better IQ knowing how to roll to the basket.
Sacramento. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson with a screen on Levine. And he gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Ellis passes to DeRozan. And he hits it to tie the game. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Williamson. That three's off the mark.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Levine surveys the D. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Hope you got some popcorn. When Levine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Pass to Messi. Back to Murray. Launches it from deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Jones against Levine. Valanciunas with a screen on Murray. Ellis passes to Valanciunas. Pelicans cleared away.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Messi's shot is good.
Now look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Levine takes off.
That is powerful.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Outside Levine. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Three-pointer, no good. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Messi. They kick it out to Murray. And it's New Orleans with another.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Kicks it to DeRozan. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for New Orleans. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Taking a look at the Kings. Trey Lyles is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's LaRavia in a 2-guard. McCollum against Monk. McCollum with a screen on Sabonis. And there's the drive. Yep, that one goes. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Nails the wide open jumper. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Have to admire the confidence right there. Sabonis feeling like he can knock down these shots whenever he wants.
here in this third quarter. Just over a minute played. The shot by Boston, no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
For three, McCollum. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Laravia. Yet to see a basket. To the wing on the left. Lyles. And it's all tied up.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
McCollum on the wing. Monk covers. Olynyk for three. The shot comes out. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Lyles, the pass to Crowder. Monk against McCollum for the lead. And it's Monk missing. The Pelicans have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half.
Oh, I love how McCollum moves in transition, just has a strong sense of where to position himself.
Monk against Brown. Sabonis right side. Outside Monk. Crowder outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Crowder's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
McCollum with a steal.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
New Orleans is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you. You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's Laravia. No points yet. Lyles, the pass to Laravia. Back to Lyles. Monk with it. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Lyles. Over McCollum. Lyles' shot is good. Lyles has got 5 points now this quarter. The Pelicans have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side Olynyk. Crowder with a steal. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. And Crowder with the jam.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Now here's McCollum. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Malik Monk picks one up. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Pelicans on top, up by 2. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with Murray. And it's Messi in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. They set the screen. Murray against DeRozan. And it's Murray finishing it off.
With how tonight has played out, keep getting it to Murray because it's paying off.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Valanciunas. To the wing, right side. Ellis passes to DeRozan. 4 on the clock. Inside. The vertical of Murray on full display.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Now here's Williamson. Here he goes. Oh, he packs it down right on top of Keegan Murray.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he...
Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down!
Oh!
Once he gets to that bionic left leg of his, that launching pad, you better watch out because he loves finishing over bigger players.
Here's Murray. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Valanciunas passes to Ellis. DeRozan outside. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's Murray. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for New Orleans.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Driving inside. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Down low, Jones. That one is off. Good work defensively by DeRozan. And Levine, here we go. Here's Valanciunas. Ellis passes to Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Shakes a 3. The three-pointer is good from Levine.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
To the left side wing. 1:46 left in the fourth. Messi shot is good.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. Ellis's shot is off. And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. They lead by 4. Jones in the post, defended by DeRozan. Jones misses. The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Over to the wing. Here's Valanciunas. Here's Levine for 3. They get the rebound. Yeah!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Outside Murray. And it's good.
It seems like Murray is always ready to make the high-effort play whenever his team needs it.
against Levine. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Jones against DeRozan. New Orleans calls timeout. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
17 foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Murray. Out to the right wing. That's tipped. And so the big win by New Orleans in a tight game. Boy, they didn't make it easy. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, great.
NBA basketball on 2K Sports, along with Greg Anthony. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Clock is at 3. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition tape foul. But we're talking about DeJounte Murray now. And Brent, what do you like most about his game?
Well, I like the tenacity that DeJounte brings to a game. I really feel like he ramps himself up for the biggest moments and wants to make the plays at the end of the game, whether that's scoring the basketball, passing the basketball, but really overriding that is defensively, wanting to be disruptive. So when you get a guy that competes at that high a level, that's what makes DeJounte Murray such an intriguing two-way player.
And good that time.
And how about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
And a deep three from Murray. Trains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Hartenstein with the screen on Jones. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Messi grabs the rebound. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Drills it from outside.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
On the wing, Williams puts it up from 17. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from that.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Outside, Dort. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Williamson with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Fires for 3.
Murray with that great burst of speed that helps him stay right on top of his man.
Dort misses. Fires from the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Murray's got 5 points so far.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Dort. And stolen by Williamson. 4-on-3 break. Down low. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Thunder trailing by 5. And the drought. And the layup is up and in.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
New Orleans shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Outside for Murray. Williamson with a screen for Murray. Missed it, even after all those chances. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New Orleans on top. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, DA. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report.
And there's that athleticism we talk about with Zion. What a dunk.
And Brent, the Pelicans swept in the first round last year by the Thunder, and that Zion injury was very unfortunate and very untimely.
Oh, man, that was crushing. Williamson had 40 points in that play-in game, playing his best basketball, and then hurt very late in that contest. They really missed him, obviously, against OKC, and just bad luck for New Orleans last year.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Murray kicks to Williamson. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Jacks up a 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 5. Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
They set the pick. Murray for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Williams. Here's Dort. And he dunks it down.
Those kind of dunks get your team going, and Luguentz Dort applying the pressure.
For 3, Murray. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. The shot missing. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for New Orleans. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Williams' shot is off. Pelicans leading by 4. Fires the three, and another three for New Orleans.
The corners head on anywhere on the arc works for Trey Murphy.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Shot to stop the run, and Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Wide open look here for Murray, and again New Orleans with the triple.
And wasting no time, DeJounte Murray off the catch.
Thunder trailing by 8. Williams passes to Hartenstein. A shake, and the layup is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Tough part about defending Murray is he can beat you in so many ways. You'll want him to shoot threes, but right now he's showing it all.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Williams passes to Hartenstein. On the wing, Williams. He has yet to score. There's the three. Nisi grabs the rebound. Stolen by Dort. Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Williams. Comes up empty down low.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but he's like plenty of room.
And so it's New Orleans in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On out there with the Olynyk. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Boston in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Pelicans leading by 10. Brown wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Joe passes to Williams. Shoots over Olynyk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. If we're going to talk about the craftiest players, Brent, in the NBA, would you rank C.J. McCollum?
C.J. is one of my favorite guards in the league to watch. This guy is not overpowering physically, Kevin, but his efficiency and the way that he is so smooth on getting to his scoring zones is something that I don't think we appreciate enough.
And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Joe. He is guarded by McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Joe passes to Williams. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. The 3 from McCollum. They get it again. Tries again. To Olynyk. And he jams it with authority.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Thunder trailing by 15. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not at all.
Here's McCollum. Buries it down low. McCollum's got 6.
Making the floater look effortless. McCollum has the body control and touch to drop that kind of shot in consistently.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Buries the long-range jumper. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
A wide open look here for Caruso. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Plays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 11 in the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Caruso, the pass to Joe. Oklahoma City moving it around. Shot clock at 5. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. 13 points in the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Driving inside. It's blocked. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Olynyk against Williams. Out to the wing. Caruso kicks to Wallace. Back to Caruso. A three-pointer is right on target. Caruso's got 5 now.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And the basket by McCollum.
Above everything else, McCollum is a scorer first. Even when there's contact, he'll find a way to finish.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They led the game at 1 point by 20. It's good. McCollum's got 17 now just in the second half.
Just always appreciate the way that C.J. McCollum is such a natural scorer.
Caruso against Brown.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Now here's McCollum, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for Oklahoma City right now, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at small forward. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Thunder ball.
Holmgren with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Williamson in the post. Defended by Holmgren. Williamson a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Murray. Second shot opportunity. Thunder with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the left wing. Stolen by Jones. On the wing, Murray. Off target from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Williams, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Williams has got his first basket.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And it's Murray penetrating. Lets the three fly. 6 to shoot. And the Pelicans miss again. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing on the left. Here's Holmgren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Holmgren hits them both. New Orleans leading by 9. Williamson in the post. Working on Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. Three-pointer.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
Williamson a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Here's Murray. Deflected by Hartenstein.
Oklahoma City ball.
Thunder trailing by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. The three. Good on the triple. Holmgren's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Thunder.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition. And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Now Williams from deep three-point land. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 19-foot shot. Here's Messi. He's guarded by Williams. Murray for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
Holmgren can't hit. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Fires from deep. Outside for Murray. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for New Orleans.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeJounte Murray.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the defense.
Free throw good, Murray.
Since coming into the league, Murray's worked so hard on his free throw shooting. It's really paying off.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped away. And there's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off.
are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the 1. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Murray passes to Valanciunas. On the wing, LaVine. He's covered by Holmgren. LaVine can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Again, the miss by Williams.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Valanciunas with a screen on Dort. Shot by LaVine, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Dort finds Hartenstein. Uses the glass on the layup.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now here's LaVine. Pass to Valanciunas. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Now Hartenstein. Dort outside. And here's Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Pulls it from the corner. LaVine with some nice D. The Kings have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said, they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Dort. To the right side. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds.
Sacramento leading by 3. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's LaVine. 5 points in the game. On the take. Whoa!
Body control, flair for the dramatic. LaVine in style.
Thunder trail by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Still no points. Now here's Holmgren. Down low. Stolen by Valanciunas. And here comes the break. Tips it up. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Murray, a screen on Dort. LaVine passes to Murray. Fires the 3. LaVine can't hit.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Sacramento leading by 3. Pick checked by Murray. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Holmgren. Dort against LaVine. And it's Dort off the drive. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, Lou Dort off the deck. That powerful frame on the drive. Don't mess with him, boy.
And it's LaVine with the 3. LaVine's got 10.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. That'll count.
Oh,
it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock.
Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for Sacramento. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
The Kings leading. Here's Ellis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Murray. Pass to LaVine. Murray, a screen on Dort. Here's LaVine. Oh, and the jam by LaVine.
LaVine cooking right now, and if I'm the defense, I'm trying to make sure I knock him off balance.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on LaVine. Back to Holmgren. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Checked by Murray. LaVine with a steal. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. On the wing, LaVine. Valanciunas sets a screen. And LaVine, throw it down.
That elite athleticism of Zach LaVine. This guy loves to finish up high.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. Pass to Holmgren. LaVine against Dort. Shot clock at 5. To the left wing. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. For 3. And the Kings with another 3. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Kings?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
Boy, that's a savvy move by Lou Dort on the inside. Gets himself the whistle.
And Dort, such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Boy, you do not want Levine getting all the way to the rack. Where is the rotation?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pick by Murray. On the wing, Murray. Back to Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Williams finds Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Thunder trail by 8. Williams from long range. Zach Levine clears it away. And Levine has got the ball here for Sacramento. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Levine down the lane. And the dunk by Levine.
When you think of Zach Levine, his athleticism pops, right? This guy off the drive, so hard to guard.
On the wing, DeRozan fires the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Dort. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. So Dort's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Gets it off. And so it's Sacramento ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums. They're thinking about the shots.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, Zach Levine has been sensational.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Trey Lyles is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's LaRavia in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Sabonis. The shot's good. Sabonis has got his first bucket in this one. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Monk with it. Now Wiggins defending. Lays it in off the pretty lob. And now a 12-point Sacramento lead.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome! Wallace. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Monk for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Monk's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Williams' shot is good.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
The Kings lead by 12. Outside Monk, picked by Sabonis. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Monk. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Aaron Wiggins.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And he goes in for the dunk.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Inside, Sabonis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Sabonis has got 6 points in the quarter. Thunder trail by 15. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Wallace.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
I see him. Watch the screen.
The kick out to Wiggins. There's the 3. Crowder grabs the miss. The Kings lead by 15. Monk for 3. The shot no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And here's Caruso outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's LaRavia. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Thunder trail by 12. Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So he gets them both. 1:03 left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Monk, covered by Joe. The offensive rebound. Left side Monk. Out to Sabonis. 3-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Wallace. It's Wiggins on the wing. He's guarded by Sabonis. Joe, pass to Caruso. Up and over Crowder. Caruso misses. Sacramento leading by 10. Sabonis with a screen on Caruso. Sabonis outside. Fires in the triple. Sabonis has got 9 points now in the second half.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the full. Oh, what a jam! Levine walking on air.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Levine. They kick it out to Murray. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, no good.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Keegan Murray. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Kings?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Levine attacking. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Nice move. And the layup is good. DeRozan's got his first 2 points.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Williams against DeRozan. The three from Holmgren. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Dort against Levine. Valanciunas with a screen on Dort. Outside Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Ellis. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Dort up top. Pass to Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
No good on that one.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Williams.
Good on the second one. Sacramento leading by 10. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Levine. Dort defending. Valanciunas with a screen on Dort. And another basket for Sacramento.
I tell you, that jumper of Levine, so pure looking when he's in rhythm.
Picked his pocket. DeRozan with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Williams up top, defended by DeRozan, and it's good. 2 points.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Here's Levine. Dort grabs the miss. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A 12-point game. Outside for Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Sacramento leading by 12.
Well, with a comeback out of range, you can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Kings.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And what a huge performance it was for Zach LaVine.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Pass to Ellis. Back to LaVine. And another basket for Sacramento.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Levine with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. DeRozan for three. Outside for Levine. Takes the three. Can't get it to drop.
Jalen Williams for three.
Puts it up off the inbound. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Lou Dort picks one up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Both free throws good from Levine. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. Trey Murphy is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses. Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Outside DeRozan. Murray, the pass to Ellis. Murray, a screen on Murray. Ellis can't get it to go. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Guys, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach of the Kings. The first player that Coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Murray. Sacramento able to drain the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Ellis can't get it to go. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Here's Ellis, following the score by DeJounte Murray. Murray sets a screen for Ellis. DeRozan on the wing. 5 on the clock. A leaner. Pelicans with the rebound.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Outside, Jones. Murray outside. They set the pick. Going inside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And getting a lane. Murray's so good at just finding the crack in the defense.
For 3, LaVine. Messi grabs the rebound. New Orleans leading by 4. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Murray against Ellis. Murray down low, and he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 9.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
LaVine pass to Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Here's Williamson. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's LaVine down low. And Valanciunas kicks to LaVine. Takes the 13-footer. No good. Shot missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by LaVine. Murray outside. There's a screen by Murray. And there it is for him.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. And it's Murray with the jam.
leaving no room for error. Murray rises up and finishes with authority.
The Kings trail by 4, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Valanciunas with a screen on Jones. Levine wide open. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Poked away. Williamson, the pass to Murray. Williamson with a screen for Murray. A three-pointer, no good. DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for the Pelicans. He comes away. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's Valanciunas in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. The Kings trailing. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Williamson, a screen on Ellis. To the left side wing. Here's Misi. It's hauled in by the Kings. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Wide open look here for Murray. And a miss there on the triple. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for Sacramento. Trailing by 2. Bean passes to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
DeRozan with a screen for Levine. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Nice decision by Murray, choosing to move the ball to the open guy off the pick and roll.
Levine with it, now defended by Williamson. Here's Valanciunas, outside for Murray. Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. Back to Murray. Outside DeRozan. Three-pointer. Misi grabs the rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Murray scanning the floor. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Ellis outside. 1:51 left now here in the second. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For New Orleans, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter. 3 of 6. For 3, Murray. It's hauled in by the Kings. For 3, Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Levine's got 9 points in the quarter.
Flying around in the open court, Levine can beat you with the jumper and the ability to play above the rim.
1:19 left in the first half. And here's Ellis for three. Drills it from outside. Ellis has got 5 points so far.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Now, here's DeRozan. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside for Murray. Ellis outside. Murray, a screen on Murray. Back to Murray. Outside Levine. Over Jones. They get it back. Valanciunas, good. 8 points for him.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Levine, a screen on Murray. Ellis kicks to Levine. And stolen by Murray. It could go. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop it.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. They've got Bruce Brown. He's out there with Olynyk, and it's McCollum in at the point. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good, LaRavia. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah,
payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's McCollum. Count it. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside. Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Here's the teardrop, and it's Monk laying it in. Now it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
LaRavia. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's McCollum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. McCollum's got his second basket.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Kept alive. Outside Crowder. Traps in the tray. Crowder's got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Crown's shot is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Monk with the ball, picked up by Brown. There's Sabonis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sabonis has got his first bucket in this one.
Just like his dad in his time, DeMontis is polished and disciplined.
And the basket by McCollum.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And so here's Sacramento. A 2-point game. Here's LaRavia. Sabonis, a screen on Brown. Monk kicks to Sabonis. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. He nails it, and we're tied up. McCollum's got 8 points.
And such a clever score. McCollum can unleash the floater, the pull-up. He's got it all.
Snatched up. Here's Monk. Another shot. It's blocked. Here's Boston. No scoring in this one. McCollum outside for the lead. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
Now a veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night, penciling in 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. McCollum sinks that one from the post. McCollum's got 13 points in the second half.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. From deep. Wow, came this close. And folks, the coach's challenge has been...
Second personal foul. Third team. Shooting for Sacramento.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Pelicans on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Murray outside. Pass to Misi. Murray outside. Misi's shot is good. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Murray the pass to Williamson. And Jones has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Here's Misi. Guarded by Valanciunas. That one good for 2. Misi's got the lead up to 7 now for New Orleans. Sacramento's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Jones against Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Levine. Floats one. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
A guy more than capable of creating his own offense. Sometimes you just give him the ball and get out of his way.
Tipped away. DeRozan with it. Jones covering. To the paint. Here's Ellis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Back to Murray. And contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise and a
First team foul. Shooting for New Orleans.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray, a screen on Murray. Murray outside. To tie it up. Pass to Valanciunas. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Murray against Murray. Williamson in the post. Bean with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You've got to be a little embarrassed by that. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Bean passes to Murray. Back to Levine. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. This game is all even.
And Murray loves knocking down the big shot. He does not fear the moment.
Jones with the screen on Ellis. Here's Murray. Kicks it out to Williamson. They could use a bucket. Pass to Misi. Murray with it. Rebound by Murray. And it's Sacramento's ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And here is Ellis. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Pelicans with the rebound. And here is Murray. Driving the lane.
defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Timeout, Kings. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
For three, Levine. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. This win, such a